What's up, guys? It is I, once again, Yusuf Al-Sanad, and today, guys, I want to review The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, the final chapter in the Hunger Games series. And The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 takes place right where Mockingjay Part 1 leaves off, with Katniss Everdeen, played by Jennifer Lawrence, recovering after being nearly strangled to death by Peter Malark, and Peter receiving psychological treatment for the torture and pain he suffered at the hands of President Snow and the Capitol, and Katniss having to help out President Alma Coin, played by Julianne Moore, and helping her recruit more districts to join the rebels against the Capitol, including District 2. And The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 is the grand finale to the Hunger Games series, which is an overall great series, and this film is a great conclusion to that series. Now guys, I have not read the books. I have not, but my brothers, my older and youngest, have read the books. And after watching this film along the whole series in general, I want to read every single one of those books. Mockingjay was separated into two parts. Part 1 establishes the uprising of the rebellion and how they're recruiting more members and the whole propaganda, the media aspect of the world of Panem. And this film shows Katniss Everdeen and how she's been through so much. She's overcome a lot of pain, burden, and she's become hardened by what's been happening, especially the pain caused by President Snow. And she attempts an assassination attempt to take President Snow's life. So with the help of Johanna Mason, played by Jenna Malone, she goes on a quest to take President Snow's head. And along the way, a lot of consequence happens, people's lives are lost, and Katniss has to deal with these, the choices she has made this far. And this film, guys, is really incredible. It's thrilling, it's exciting. There are some flaws to it which I'll go into, but overall, I love this movie, guys. I love it. Mockingjay Part 1, whatever flaws that film has and people's complaint about that film, I understand it perfectly, but this film is way better. I love Part 1, Mockingjay Part 1, but this film is way better. Now, the marketing for the film was establishing the story as a whole war epic type of film on the same level of Lord of the Rings, but really, guys, no, it's not. This film is more of a political thriller slash action drama is how I label it. And there are parts in the film, especially in the beginning, where I nearly fell asleep, but thank God, the moment in the sewer, which I will not spoil, the sewer part, that woke me up like this, and immediately I was hooked on from beginning to end. And guys, this film, wow, the way it concluded, the way everything ties up, all loose ends, it is so brilliant, guys. I love this film, and Jennifer Lawrence, like I mentioned in my review of The Flash, is one of the few actresses who, I don't like her so much in her interviews or the media, but I do respect Jennifer Lawrence as an actress. I love her so much as an actress, and she's one of the best actresses out there, guys. Yes, she is. Jennifer Lawrence is so great as Katniss Everdeen. She gives such humanity, such heart, such warmth, and such strength, independence and courage to her character. And Katniss Everdeen is one of the best female characters in cinematic history, guys. And I wish there were more characters like her. And I also love Peter Malark and the whole conflict with him and having to deal with what happened to him psychologically because of the punishment he received, and him being scared that he might be a threat to Katniss and her life and her friends, and how he's just been through so much. And I love Peter so much as a character, and Josh Hutcherson is so great as Peter Malark. Gale I never really was interested in, but I really do like Liam Hemsworth as Gale. I love Haymitch, who's played so well by Woody Harrelson. I love Miss Trinket, I think that's what her name, played by Elizabeth Banks. I love the late great Philip Seymour Hoffman as Plutarch, and I also love President Alma's coin, played by Julianne Moore, who's great and fabulous. But the stand performance for me has to be Katniss, Jennifer Lawrence of course, Peter, Boggs, who's played by an actor, I don't know what his name is, but he was great. I love Cressida, who's played by Natalie Dormer, who I love from Game of Thrones. I want to watch her in The Tudors as well. I love her so much. And there are just so many great moments and character dynamics I love in this film. And this film does have some flaws. One of which was the whole me sleeping in the theaters and then I woke up because the whole sewer part. The other flaw that really got me was more of a problem with the marketing of the film, with the whole war and action like that. That really, guys, it's more of a political thriller at best, or like a action drama sort of film. And this movie, guys, the few other flaws I want to talk about is it's just like there are certain moments in the film where like one character does something which makes no sense to me. It concerns someone trying to overthrow another person using this whole propaganda and media aspect, taking advantage of people's lives, their children, like that. This character who you supposedly thought was good, it made no sense why she would want to do that kind of thing, you know, become a bad guy, but I don't know. But guys, I mean, this film series is all about politics and propaganda, media, trying to smile for the audience and trying to get their attention. It's never stopped the games. The game has always continued from the first chapter of the Hunger Games up till this point. And obviously, the best part of this film, which I love so much, is the repercussion of what every victors of the game have been through, especially Katniss, and how she has to deal with this thing until the very end. And guys, this film broke my heart. It's not a sad, tragic film, but it is one of the films that really got to me because, like people in real life, when you've gone through so much trauma, which I can relate to, it never leaves you, guys. It never leaves you. But the one thing I took out from this film is that you have to be strong, be brave, be independent. And just like the Mockingjay herself, Katniss Everdeen, you have to take it and endure and survive, basically. And I love this film series, guys. As much problem as I have at the beginning when I first watched the first Hunger Games, where I was talking about how I don't like the casting of Jennifer Lawrence from a olive skin, shorter girl with brown hair to a tall white girl with brown hair. It doesn't really matter because Katniss Everdeen is a great character, a very complex one. And I don't care about the casting. I don't care about some of the changes they made from the books to the film. What does matter is that this is a great series as a film. I love it so much, and this film got me interested in wanting to read The Hunger Games. I love Divergent. I love The Maze Runner. I love all those kind of films, but The Hunger Games is probably one of those films that I can watch again and again. And Catching Fire was great. It was outstanding. Mockingjay Part 1 was good, but Mockingjay Part 2 comes a close second to Catching Fire. And guys, this film is so... I mean, it caught me off guard. There were parts of the film I thought was going to play out one way, but then it plays out a different way, and that is the biggest compliment I can give this movie. It kept me engaged, it kept me thrilled, it kept me wondering what's going to happen to Katniss, Gale, Peter, and everyone that Katniss has met up to this point. And there's one part of this film, guys, which takes place at the Capitol, and it involves like a bombing or whatever. It destroyed me, guys. I mean, that part, it really got to me, especially in a blockbuster action film like this. It really broke my heart to see not just what happens in the Capitol, but what happens to Katniss and the effect that the people in her lives it has on her, and it's so tragic, guys, in seeing it from her perspective. And I was really broken by the film, but like I said, it has an inspiring message, a message which no film, at least this blockbuster type caliber, can ever give me. And I love this film, guys. I love this series in general. I am giving this film, I don't normally rate a film, but I'm going to give this film a perfect rating, 10 out of 10. And guys, this is a movie you have to watch. You have to watch this movie. And I highly recommend you watch The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 before you watch Mockingjay Part 2. And do read the books, guys. Take it from me. And until next time, guys, peace out, take care. Hope you like my video. Until then, adios, amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.